I'm going to be going over day 3. And when I first read the days of creation in the Bible, like possibly some of you, I couldn't understand how the earth and the plants could come before the sun and the stars. From a very literal perspective, it didn't make any sense to me. On day 3, God gathered the seas, making dry land, and then said, "Let the earth sprout plants yielding seed." And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Don't the plants need the sun to survive? Don't the plants need the rain? Don't the plants need pollinators to spread their seed? How could the plants possibly exist before the other days of creation? I was very confused, but I wanted to make sense of this, and so with the faith that Sasha was just describing, knowing that God's creation was still incomplete on day 3, I read on it. So here I am reading, still very confused, but maintaining my faith, and I'm like, okay, so God creates the stars and the celestial bodies, he creates the birds and the sea creatures, he creates the animals, and I know I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but this ties back to the 3rd day, because then God creates man in his image. And in Genesis 1:29, God says, "Behold, I have given you every plant on the surface of all the earth." And it's at this moment, when humans are on the earth to cultivate God's creation, that the 3rd day starts to make some sense to me. Because after the 7 days of creation in the Bible, in the very next paragraph, in Genesis 2:5, God says, "Now no shrub of the field was yet on the earth, and no plant of the field had yet sprouted. For the Lord had not sent rain upon the earth, and there was no man to cultivate the ground." But didn't he just make the plants? So this is after day 3 of creation, when God created the plants, but now he's saying the plants had not sprouted yet. And they need rain and cultivation. So now I'm like, okay, God's acknowledging my question. And then it all came together for me, because it wasn't until after God places humans to cultivate the fields that he says in Genesis 2:9, "Out of the ground the Lord caused every tree to grow." Do you see the culmination? I'll recap. First, on day 3, it seems like God creates the idea and the potential for the plants to cover the earth. Then humans are created to cultivate the earth, and then the plants sprout out of the ground. Now, I know there's a lot of interpretations of Genesis and Book 3, and I definitely do not claim to be any kind of expert, but what this tells to me is that God was planting the seed for all the trees to grow on day 3. He was creating the potential for plants to cover the earth. But it wasn't until you came into the picture that the seed of that potential was able to grow. And in the same way, God plants the seed of your ideas inside of you. But the idea can only sprout into reality when you cultivate it. About almost exactly 7 years ago, ironically, I got the seed of an idea for this animal and nature trading card game called The Balance of Gaia. It's like Pokemon, but in real life. And I'll be honest, it was a seed. It was just a seed for a very long time, because cultivating any idea is tough. From my experience, you really have to give all of yourself to whatever it is that you love. And it wasn't until we did that and truly watered and cared for the seed that the Balance of Gaia was able to come into reality. And to take it even deeper, even once this is created, this is just a piece of paper until somebody has it and observes it and gives a name to it. This game would be nothing if humans didn't exist to play it. And in the exact same way, none of this would be anything if humans weren't here to cultivate it. And that's true for all of our ideas. God plants the seed of the idea. It takes no effort to get the idea. It's a gift from God. But the gift comes with an assignment to claim it. And that assignment is you. God can give you the idea, the passion, the direction, and the perfect environment. But ultimately, his greatest gift is your ability to actualize his potential. And I want to give everybody here a Gaia card, but We're going to play a little game to claim it. Sam, do you want to help me describe the game?
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Awesome. You guys ready for a game?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you all for coming. We're excited that you're here. So, to claim this Gaia card, we're going to have everybody guess. So we're going to ask, it's like a 20-question game. So you'll ask questions. It's either a plant or an animal. And once you guess it, everybody will receive that card. So it's a plant or an animal. You can ask questions to get closer. And once somebody guesses it specifically, you will all receive that card. So does anybody have a question? Yes?
Is it brown?
Is it brown?
There is brown on it.
What else?
What was that? What's its purpose? To feed the ecosystem.
Franz, you have it?
Yeah, I think so. They have a question. Does it have hair?
Does it have hair? Not exactly.
No.
No, it doesn't have hair. Four legs? No.
I'm just curious.
It is a type of tree.
That's my next upgrade. Is that's a 3 or a 30? 3 is
Does it grow fruit?
It does not grow fruit, but it grows a
I
nut.
have it yet. I got an ACC
What was it?
Not a fig tree.
Not a fig tree.
It's not a date tree.
Not a date tree.
Not a macadamia tree.
You're getting closer. It's in Florida. I'll give you a free hint.
Coconut.
Not a coconut or palm tree.
Who else has a guess?
She had something that says papaya.
Not papaya.
Papaya? That's more of a fruit.
I think there's probably one within at least a mile radius, if not on the property.
Pecan.
Nope.
Nope.
Oak tree.
Oak tree.
It's an oak. It's an oak tree. So Sasha's gonna hand. Take one, pass it down. We're gonna play one more. We're gonna play one more round. One more round. So we're gonna guess again. Other questions? Questions? Guess is it either a plant or an animal? The card that you're receiving, Tiger. Do you want to explain the live oak?
Sure. Well, this is this card kind of represents the idea of the game to me, and it's one of the cards that we wanted to give away for some special purposes. Because what I think this represents, or at least what it represents to me, is the idea of balance, and in a lot of ways, the idea of what Sasha was talking about, the idea of separation and how pulling things apart actually creates something in between. So I think that's a lot of what the balance of Gaia is about, is actually in this card.
Yeah, we're gonna go one more round. One more round. So
Does it have eyes?
It does have eyes.
yes.
This one's an animal.
Is it big or small?
It's
Small.
small.
Herbivore, mammal?
It's an omnivore.
It is a mammal.
Yeah, it's an omnivore. Like the herbivore.
Does it fly?
No.
No.
Does it crawl?
Does it crawl?
It can. Yeah. No.
It probably could swim, but not really.
Does it live on a tree?
It does live on a tree.
Is it a monkey?
No.
No, closer.
Squirrel?
It is a squirrel.
Got it. So if you guys noticed, that was a great example of what we were just describing. Because first is the idea that she'll receive a card, and then second comes the mental process of discerning, okay, what is this card going to be? And then finally is receiving it once you come to the conclusion of what the thing is going to be. This is the process of creation that aligns with numerology and the Bible. One is the spark, the light, the seed of an idea. Two is separation, what discerns this idea and makes it unique. And three is actualization. Once you have the concept, all that's left to do is cultivate. Thank you.